In Vampire Survivors, you fend off wave after wave of monsters, using various characters and weapons. I've essentially completed the game, but I can still upgrade my characters, using these items called golden eggs. But in order to do that, I will need a lot of money, 10,000 gold per egg. So let's figure out how to get as much money as possible in the shortest possible time period. A quick warning, this game gets a bit flashy and colorful pretty quickly. If you suffer from epilepsy or similar issues, it's probably a good idea to turn the video off. My first attempt is to simply pick the strongest character in the game, Queen Sigma. I'll choose the stage Moongolo because it gives me all power-ups available in the game at once, and then keeps throwing enemies at me, enabling all the challenges because more enemies also means more gold. And I also picked the Arcanum Disco of Gold, which essentially just lets me collect a lot more money. Queen Sigma plows through the enemies without breaking a sweat, but how much money is she making while doing so? After about 10 in-game minutes at double speed, I have gained a total of 63,413 gold, enough to buy 6 golden eggs. That means she brings in around 6,300 gold a minute, or 1 egg every 1 minute and 36 seconds. Also, Queen Sigma reached level 84 in total. That will be important later on. Let's explore some other options. Trouser, the shopkeep, has an ability that increases the amount of gold he earns by 1% every time he levels up. He also has no issue dealing with the enemies, and after 10 minutes, he has collected a whopping 226,000 gold, enough for 22 golden eggs. At 22,600 gold per second, that is 1 egg every 24 seconds, clearly outmatching Queen Sigma. He also reaches level 105. There is one more character I want to consider. Sammy has an ability that lets him gain XP whenever he collects coins. I'm not sure if that's all that good for this, but he also starts out with a weapon that can transform enemies into gold. So let's see. Since he's much weaker than the other characters, he struggles to defeat enemies at first, but this is why I chose the stage. After picking up all the power-ups, he can hold his own and slowly start getting stronger. And then I reached the first gold fever. It's a state that happens when you pick up enough gold, and it drastically increases the amount of gold you pick up from there. All the other characters got it, but they didn't level up from gold. So Sammy levels up, and up, and up, and just keeps going. And somehow he keeps making more and more money. The amount of money collected in a gold fever is displayed at the bottom of the screen, and the higher the number, the bigger it visually grows. This is also a way of testing how far it can grow. It's still growing. Still growing. Growing. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna stop growing. After squinting real hard, I can make out that at about 9.5 minutes, Sammy has made about 4,620,000 gold. If we calculate that, that is 462 golden eggs. At roughly 486,000 gold per minute, that is 1 egg roughly every 1.2 seconds. He's also reached level 1050. I don't really understand why, but Sammy is a gold mine. And I wonder, if I keep it going, how far can I get with this? So I stopped recording on my computer because it's getting kinda laggy. I can't really see the screen anymore, so I don't really know what's going on. So I do what any reasonable person would do. I leave the game to do its thing and go for a walk, away from all the games and computers. I take in the fresh air and sun and watch the world around me. Aside from the concrete and the trees, I do notice some homeless people. Seeing people so poor they can't afford a home is a stark contrast to the video I was just recording and throws me for a bit of a loop. It feels silly now. We're all promised that we can make it, that if we just work hard enough, we can be rich and have everything we want. But that's not true. Wealth is a finite thing. If one person wants to be rich, someone else will have to be poor for it. We're so lost in our endless pursuit for just more and more, that we completely forget that someone else will have to pay the price. I come back home to find that my computer has crashed, and all the money I've made is gone. Thank God.